We start at this often crowded parking lot. Directions to the trailhead are in the description. If you feel like getting here real early, take a moment to walk up to the Zabriskie Point overlook for the sunrise. More often than not, it will be spectacular. As for the hike, head north at this trail sign. The path goes up and over a hump and descends into what are known as the badlands, for what I'm sure are obvious reasons. The labyrinth of butterscotch and white mud rock is nearly lifeless, with the occasional creosote bush hanging on for what must be a precarious existence. Oh, hello there. Sorry for the interruption. Some of you may have noticed that this presentation is composed entirely of still photographs. There's a reason for that. Seems that the National Park Service recently instituted rules that have effectively barred YouTube content creators from shooting video inside national parks. I've included more details in the description. However, they do allow still photographs. So, now you know. I'm just following the rules. We're walking through what was once underwater, called Furnace Creek Lake, that dried up 5 million years ago. The sediments left behind eventually eroded into these amazing, if stark, canyons. After a half mile, the trail hits this junction where we veer to the left and start down through Gower Gulch. The terrain instantly changes to a wide gravel tread. There's really no physical trail to speak of. Just head down slope through the canyon. You might consider boots for this hike given the rocky terrain. It's up to you. Along the way, you'll see ruins from late 19th century borax mining. The park has made certain you can no longer enter the mine shafts, which wasn't the case a few years ago. There's another trail junction along the way, and we continue going straight. By the way, I guarantee at some point it's going to get warm and you'll start shedding clothes. Eventually, the canyon starts to narrow as you get closer to the mouth. With some minor scrambling just to make it interesting. Finally, you come out into the open with views across to the Panamint Mountains. Skirt along the exposed rock and turn right as you walk along the base of the mountains. The trail comes to the parking lot for the ever-popular Golden Canyon. Turn right and head up into the canyon, usually with a few other people. The surrounding walls are the same mudstone from that 5 million year old lake bed, while above us is conglomerate, originally deposited in ancient alluvial fans. The gentle uphill hike is again stark and lifeless, but oh so beautiful. I heard one child exclaim that it was like Mars. Smart kid. Watch for the sign on the right in our next trail, which climbs, sometimes steeply, up the slopes of Manly Beacon, that looming 814 feet high chunk of rock above you. To one side of us are the fluted walls of Red Cathedral, which, if you don't immediately take this trail, are accessible by continuing up Golden Canyon. Look in the opposite direction for incredible views of Death Valley and the Panamint Mountains. The trail tops out where you can take a side trip to a ridge for more views, or continue downward back into the Badlands. Another junction. Follow the sign to the Zabriskie Point Trailhead. We're now on the Badlands Loop Trail for a brief climb before hitting the last junction, where we turn left for the final push out of the Badlands and back to the parking lot.